Hello, it's week 9, uh, haikus plus over quarantine. So let's see, this is our revised edition for our Thursday night one. So let me share our screen so we can get started, okay? So our cover page, haikus under quarantine and some other types of things. I couldn't decide which title page to use, so you can pick which one you like the best. So thank you so much for giving me feedback on what you like with the meditations. So some people say I should have more time when I'm doing the readings, kind of give some space. And the silence, lots of people wanted it to have it longer at the end, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, or just beware during the silence option. If you just want it silent and you want to go on forever and ever, just leave the meeting and it's okay. So just be aware, though, today we're going to do something a little bit different. At the end of this meeting, if you want to stay, we're going to share, if you want, about events of the last couple weeks. So after we do our meditation, if that's something you want to do, please stay with us and we can talk on Zoom. We are one at the root. We want to broach a little bit about haikus and how it's related to meditation. So a lot of you already know haikus are traditional Japanese poetry. Most of the time, but not only, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, and 3 lines. They rarely rhyme. They share sensory language which capture a feeling or image, and many of the times it's inspired by nature. So, how to haiku? Go for a walk in nature. Focus on season or seasonal events. Choose a person or an object as a subject. Read other examples of haikus. Or focus on an event in your past or what's troubling you. So what's this similar to? Haiku meditation. When the wind moves through the summer leaves, I hear the hush of the ocean. Meditation or haiku? So, you know, the Village of Howard sponsors me, and I appreciate that we had a wonderful poetry session, haiku poetry, June 3rd. 1 month from now, we'll share any other haikus we came up with or poetry. So it's a really nice, safe place to be. So I invite you to attend. Well, it's so nice to see some new faces and some of the regulars. So take a deep breath in and out and smile, as Thich Nhat Hanh says. So, you know, if you happen to see all these faces up here and you want to get rid of us, just hit that hyphen and we will disappear. There we go. It's on the top right. Our first haiku, written by me, 19. Harmony straining, COVID echoing secrets, coveting contact. 19. Harmony straining, COVID echoing secrets, coveting contact. Even then, in a world of grief and pain, flowers bloom. Even then, Kobayashi Issa, 1763 to 1828. And someone in the haiku club said, the Japanese and the Chinese have syllables and you can count them for their haiku, but in America, when you translate it, it might not be exactly the same syllables. So this was in 1763. And today, there is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. Dr. Maya Angelou. The universe has shaken you to awaken you. So, in retrospect in 2015, not a single person got the answer right to where do you see yourself 5 years from now? A little ironic this time. We have been very lucky. The village gave me the same link for Mondays and Thursdays forever. So in our month of June. So feel free to use those links. It's the same one. Please, though, if you're a village person, sign in the Village of Howard for me. Especially for the new people, we have a short introduction, hopefully, guided relaxation, reading, music, and then silence. And then this time especially, we're going to wrap up and discussion of what's going on. So right now, I am going to mute your microphones, okay? And let's take those 3 mindful breaths. Second. Third, bringing compassion and kindness for giving yourself time today. And smile. Please remember to nurture yourself, but also let's nurture others. Today we are going to experience, and I changed it from Monday this time, a healing prayer for the world. Our readings will be 2. Readings from Maya Angelou, I Still Rise, and from our friend John O'Donoghue, Harmony Between Your Soul and Your Life. We are going to have music by my favorites, Yatao, from Grace of Silence is their title, and then we'll have silence in our discussion. You remember John O'Donoghue, Irish poet, author, priest, Hegelian philosopher who wrote Anam Cara, which means soul friend. We were regaled by his wonderful reading of the poem Blessing, and he is an environmental activist, and this time we're going to hear Between Your Soul and Your Life. And Dr. Maya Angelou, 1928 to 2014, her name was Marguerite Johnson from St. Louis, Missouri, and we know her as an author and a poet. In addition, she was a historian, songwriter, playwright, never knew she was a dancer, stage and screen producer, the first Black woman director, performer, singer, civil rights activist who worked with Martin Luther King, lived in Cairo, Egypt, and Ghana. She wrote Bill Clinton's inaugural poem and performed it, and was given the Medal of Freedom by President Obama. And that poem is Still I Rise. So we're going to make sure our mics are muted. Remember, you can control the sound of the music on your devices. And our Yatao duo are handpan specialists from Germany. Malte Martin from the right did meditation all over Austria and did yoga. And Alex Merck on the left came from a musical family traveling through Uganda in East Africa, biked through Europe, and then in 2014 met each other at a festival in Germany. So we're going to be graced by their music. So let's begin our reflection. Settle your body into a comfortable position. I listened to the trees breathing in the stillness. Like a drifting cloud bound by nothing, I just let go, giving myself up to the whim of the wind. Ryokan, 1758 to 1831. If you wish, close your eyes. Follow your breath to the still place that leads to the invisible path that leads you home. Sister Teresa of Avila. We're going to share our healing prayer for the world. The intention of today's healing prayer for the world meditation is to guide you through a prayer that will help you send healing and loving energy out into the world so we can collectively shift out of darkness and live in the light. The world needs your love today, for people are suffering mentally, emotionally, economically, physically, and spiritually. Today, you can send your healing love to her, to the earth, to the collective human race, to your family, your friends, your colleagues, and your neighbors. In addition, you can send those to those you've never met, and to everyone and every being in between. So the intention of today's meditation is to guide you through a prayer that will help you send healing and loving energy out into the world. So what? So we can collectively shift out of darkness and live in the light. So let's begin. Begin by getting comfortable. Maybe you're sitting or lying down. When you settle into your position, if you wish, you may close your eyes, breathe in deeply, and exhale completely. Force the rhythm of your body to slow down. Feel the coolness of your breath coming in through your nose and the warmth exhaling out of your nose. Feel the rhythm of your breath like the waves of the ocean. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Let your body relax a little deeper. And as thoughts come up, just recognize them and let them go. Bring your attention back to the rhythm of your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel the warmth inside of you gathering around your heart. Now, a soft white light is hovering in a sphere. It is charged with a deep desire to heal. Send your love there to the sphere of white, hovering light at your heart. Send your compassion. Send your kindness. Send your empathy. Your healing prayer to this sphere. See it as it grows, this ball of light. See it as it gets charged with your love. This ball of light lives in your heart, and now it is time to give it to the world. So take a deep breath in, getting your whole body and mind and spirit ready to release your light. And as you exhale, imagine this ball of light shining out into the world around you. Let your light shine on your family. Your friends, your neighbors, your country, and your world. Continue to see yourself shining your light brighter and brighter with every breath out as you hear yourself silently say these words. May love heal our world. May we all choose kindness and compassion. May those who are sick heal. May those who are anxious find peace. May those who are in pain be relieved. May those who have light to spread come forth. May those who have darkness in their heart find love. May the individual and collective fear be washed away. And may the light inside of me radiate out into the world and every being who is a part of it. As you see your light beaming from you, imagine another person to your right whose light is also shining. Now imagine the person to your left whose light is also beaming. And see that one by one, hundreds, thousands, millions of people are around you, each radiating their own source of light, shining it with healing and love out into the world. May the light inside of me and the light inside of all of us together heal our world. Namaste. Sitting quietly, doing nothing, spring comes and the grass grows by itself. Purring, sniffing, bees flicking between flowers. Gotcha! Got me? Ouch! Bunny. Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, I still rise. Maya Angelou. If you're going to rise, you might as well shine. Harmony Between Soul and Your Life by John O'Donohue. There are no manuals for construction of the individual you would like to become. You are the only one who can decide this and take up the lifetime of work that it demands. This is a wonderful privilege and such an exciting adventure to grow into the person that your deepest longing desires. It's a great blessing. If you can find a creative harmony between your soul and your life, you will have found something infinitely precious. You may not be able to do much about the great problems of the world or to change the situation you are in, but you can awaken the eternal beauty and light of your soul. You will bring light wherever you go. The gift of life is given to us for ourselves and also to bring peace, courage, and compassion to others. Peace, courage, and compassion. We are one at the root. Serenade. Trees slightly move on a cloudy, windless day. Handpan's Serenade by me. Gently start moving your body a little. Bring your attention back to your fingers and start moving them slowly. Body part by body part. Slowly come out of the meditation. Breathing in for yourself. Breathing out for the world. Breathe in compassion. Breathe out joy. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. We are one at the root. This is different from other protests. This is a world protest. Like pandemic, a world virus, the world really has to change. The countries that are protesting are Britain, Germany, France, Poland, Sweden, Italy, Denmark, Syria, Brazil, Mexico, Ireland, New Zealand, Canada, and others. Note everyone taking a knee in solidarity. If you want to stay to share, remain in Zoom. If you need to contemplate on your own, feel free to. Just knowing how you're feeling, sadness or tension. Thank you for sharing in this reflection space of haikus under quarantine. Namaste. After the discussion can center around what tears are. If we're crying, what do tears create? Healing, building resilience, strength. A release valve for momentary sadness and stress. Tears can purge pent-up emotions so they don't lodge in your body, causing pain, exhaustion, irritability, and illness. After crying, our breathing and heart rate decrease, and we enter into a calmer biological and emotional state. If you want some really good information on the fires of grief or burning, Dr. Larry Ward shares this YouTube. Feel free to watch it. He and his wife, Drs. Peggy Ward, are the co-founders of the Lotus Institute, ordained by peace activist Thich Nhat Hanh. They were inspired by Dr. Martin Luther King and believe in nonviolent social change, healing, and transformation. I knew I liked him for some reason. They have academics and embodied wisdom. They help create healing for self and the community. Their background is in Buddhist practice, justice, service work, psychology, corporate coaching, education, trauma resilience, training, and somatics create a powerful dynamic for healing and change. And they've written a book, A Guide to Mindful Relationships. Dr. Larry Ward shared this poem by Thich Nhat Hanh, which resonates with me. I hold my face in my two hands. No, I'm not crying. I hold my face in my two hands to keep my loneliness warm. Two hands protecting, two hands nourishing, two hands preventing my soul from leaving me in anger. What to do in a situation nobody really knows, but can start by doing self-care. And as Tara Brach said, sit with the problem in silence, just sit with it. Or Dr. Ward says, create communities of resilience, full of kindness, openness, generosity, sanity, loving. Be in nature, create, create poems, music, writing, artwork. Small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. His mantras are: stand up in the house of belonging, ride the winds of change, act like the mighty ones of old, embrace their wild resilience, embrace what is possible. Namaste. Thank you for being with us today.